The second standing posture is Padahastasana, which comes directly after Padangustasana. So we're already here with the feet hip width distance apart in Padangustasana. And then we inhale, lift up, exhale, we move into Padahastasana, the next posture, where we're stepping on the hands. So we slide the hands underneath the feet. And then eventually you want to get the toes up against the wrist crease so that the entire hand is underneath the foot. You don't want to have like the toes on the wrist, because then that just might not be very comfortable for the wrist. So have the toes kind of start just behind the wrist. So this already requires a lot of flexibility in the hamstrings, so you might need to bend the knees to just get the hands there. And then we inhale as we prepare, and then same as Padangustasana, the same principles we just used to move into the posture where we create space as we move into the space. And you're here, you're setting up the foundation by rooting into the feet, lifting the kneecaps, maybe micro-bending the knees. And then if you're really tight, lift and spread the sit bones. If you're really flexible, then bring the sit bones towards each other. And if you're somewhere in between, find the middle path. Relax the muscles along the spine, relax the neck, move the shoulders away from the ears. And so the same thing is happening as Padangustasana. And so one thing that, since maybe if you're a little bit warm now, you can start to tune into this visualization, or maybe even this like tangible sensation of energy moving from the ground as you inhale up through the feet, up into the pelvis, and as you exhale, down along the spine. And then so using the breath to find deeper spaces once you're in the posture. So inhale, moving up into the pelvis, and that maybe cause you to like lift out of the posture a little bit. And then exhale, waving the spine back down as you exhale, and feel the energy moving along the spine out through the crown of the head. And so you start to tune in this circular pattern of breath moving. Inhale, exhale, back and around, and then it returns back into the earth where it continues moving and continues to move. And so sometimes that helps me to just kind of like let go of technique and really just feel into the posture, feel into how the body should be held so that you can tune into the breath and make space for the breath as you breathe. So allowing the posture to be this like living, breathing, dynamic form that we're holding, and not this like static, locked in position because we're trying to perfectly achieve a specific alignment that we were told we should achieve. Yeah? So sometimes it's super helpful to just like let go of technique and just tune into like the energy moving and how we can synchronize that with the breath moving, because the breath is the energy moving. And one final piece, if you want to move a little bit deeper into Padangustasana, you can play around with shifting the weight. So you're here, and you can shift more into the tops of the feet. It's really subtle, but it really brings you into this position where you're lengthening the back of the legs a little bit more and releasing the back of the torso, which is the back. Releasing the back a little bit more, and the neck. Good. And then to come out of it, we just reverse. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, press through the feet. Drop the tailbone as you lift the heart. Samasthiti. And then Samasthiti becomes our default position, our reset position before we move into the next standing posture.